Hi friends, just by the title you would have come to know this video is about companies that announce splits and bonus simultaneously. Well, this is one of an event and not very recurring in nature. Mostly, small cap companies are considering this corporate action frequently. Other known companies are announcing very few, at max 3 companies a year. But what made me fascinating to make a video on this is two aspects. One, I can talk about selling pressure and direction of share price, which is predictable for a short period of time. And second, it is tough to understand market as a whole because many dominant factors determine share price movement. Very few times one dominant factors takes the control. So, this is an attempt to talk about one particular dominant factor that can determine the share price movement and to do in-depth analysis considering data points available. Before I begin, let me just give some conceptual clarity regarding shares and bonus. Bonus. These are additional shares issued to existing shareholders free of cost. Say, for example, you are holding 100 shares of a company, and if the company issues bonus shares of 1:1, then after bonus, you will hold 200 shares of the same company at no extra cost. It is the method of rewarding investors by company which has huge reserves. These companies convert their free reserves into equity and then issue bonus shares to existing shareholders. Bonus announcement is generally viewed as a positive move, indicating strong fundamentals of a company, and hence, post announcement, market forces can make the stock price rise. Effect of a bonus issue. Equity capital increases in proportion to bonus ratio, while accumulated profits gets reduced accordingly. Since a bonus is viewed as an indicator of sustained growth, investor confidence in company may rise. There is increased liquidity in stock. Lower prices can become attractive for small and medium investors to accumulate the stock. You may have more number of shares in your portfolio, but bonus shares has no effect whatsoever on overall portfolio value. Only the total number of shares in the company increases. This is one similarity between stock split and bonus. Stock split. The subdivision of existing shares of a company into multiple shares by altering the face value of a share is known as stock split. A company whose share price is quite high may announce stock split so that liquidity in the market increases and the share price appears reasonably priced for investing. For example, if you are holding 40 shares of a company with a face value of 10 and the stock is currently quoting at 1000 rupees. If a stock split is announced at a ratio of 10:1, then the stock price will be traded at 100 post stock split because of 10:1 stock split. You will now hold 400 shares of the same company. So, while your total investment corpus has remained the same, the number of shares in your hand has increased. Basically, a stock split is generally announced by a company when the market price of stock has increased greatly and the investors are not comfortable investing at that prices. Effects of stock split. While a stock split do not affect the share price directly, but indirectly, it has a psychological effect on share price. As seen from previous example, many investors might be reluctant to invest at 400 rupees, but after stock split, the price approximately comes to 40 rupees, which may be very attractive. Thus, small and medium investors can now feel more confident while investing. Therefore, buying interest and volumes of trading can increase and consequently share price also increases. Secondly, it increases the number of shares traded in the market. Say, if there were 1 crore outstanding shares previously with 10:1 stock split, now the outstanding shares will be 10 crores. Therefore, it increases liquidity in the market. If you are an existing investor of a company and want to buy more quantities but could not do so in view of higher prices, then a stock split can come for a great opportunity to initiate buying. Record date. Once a company decides to go for stock split or bonus issue, it fixes a record date. All shareholders whose names appear in company's list on record date are eligible for additional bonus or split shares. No delivery period. After fixing the record date, the exchanges fix up no delivery period for that stock. During this non-delivery period, only trading is allowed. Settlement of trade takes place only after no delivery period is over. This is done mainly to distinguish the shareholders who would be the actual beneficiaries of these corporate announcements. X date. The first day of the no delivery period is called as X date. Any buyer of the shares on or after the X date would not be entitled to bonus or split shares. Now let me talk about how selling pressure is created. Though splits and bonus separately have a different impact on face value, reserves, etc., but one thing is common outcome between splits and bonus action, that is liquidity, and this is the driving force for selling pressure. Splits and bonus create liquidity, and with simultaneous announcement, it creates excess liquidity. Imagine you are holding one share of a company which you previously bought for 500 rupees and is currently trading at 2000. You are only left with one option, either to sell or hold. But with splits, considering a ratio of 10:1, you will now have 10 shares individually having a value of 200 rupees. So, you will have double advantage. You can sell a portion and you can hold other portion. So in the given case, you may hold 8 shares and sell 2. When everyone is interested to sell a portion of their holding, it creates seller market as buyers are still constant. And now, if sellers want to sell quickly, then they may put lesser quotations. In this case, let's say if the traded price is 200 rupees, few sellers may quote 190 so that they get the buyer's preference. Now, other sellers may quote even lesser, let's say 180 rupees. In this way, selling pressure is created. So, in 90% of cases, when splits and bonus are announced simultaneously, the share price always falls. The extent of fall is lot more dependent on other relative factors or just the timing of splits and bonus announcement. Let me explain one after the other. One reason can be the ratio of splits and bonus. The more the ratio is, the more share price is going to fall. For example, if company A announces splits of 10:5 and a bonus of 1:1. On the other hand, company B announces splits of 10:1 and a bonus of 2:1. In this case, company B is going to see a high sell-off. Watch every chart carefully to understand sell-off and the sudden decrease in share price. Public shareholding can be another reason. The more shares are with public, the more volatile share price is going to be. So for the time being, promoter shareholding will be the deciding factor. One more reason can be share price increase beyond future earnings estimate. We all know market is a discounting machine. When its future estimate calculations are no more relevant or reliable, then it has an immediate effect on share price. Also, share price will fall drastically if company is facing industry headwinds at the time of announcement of splits and bonus. Let's say because of GST, many industries which are unorganized has took a beating. Splits and bonus may not be announced simultaneously but are announced individually after a short time gap. This also will see the same behavioral pattern in terms of selling. Sudden increase in share price just before announcement of splits and bonus can also be one more reason. The more share price increases previously and the lesser conviction about future earnings, the more panic selling is going to take place. When the market itself is in selling side, then these corporate announcements are only going to add the pressure. 2000, 2008 and sometime in 2017 and currently 2020 are sometimes when market has completely turned as sellers. We saw stock market crashes during this period. Less than 10% of population saw negligible effect on share price. As I have previously mentioned, not so favorable future estimate earnings or headwinds can have an adverse effect on share price. But if companies can encounter this problem, share price is going to be steady. In fact, I saw operating capital expenditures in few companies. These capital expenditures can turn into potential sales and profits. In fact, these companies did exceptionally well afterwards. There are various factors which create selling pressure. Here, the differentiating point is company is the initiator for this selling pressure. Otherwise, it is generally the market which is the initiator for any selling pressure. Then, knowingly why will a company want its share price to fall? Well, there is a possible short-term correction, but when looking at long-term, this is a much needed corporate action. As company grows and gets identity, more new investors and mutual funds want to join the company's journey. One should assess how long will it take for the share price to fall and to what extent. And also, is there a possibility for an immediate recovery? Otherwise, any buying for a price recovery is just a hope. Is there a possibility of short selling? To a great extent, one can understand the direction of share price movement, that is going down. But the depth of fall differs case to case. So one must assess each case individually. Also, one should look at the possibility side because mostly large cap companies give the option of short selling. Hope you like this video. Subscribe to Share Subbu and click the bell icon so that you will never miss an update.